Hi guys, it's West Coast Arachnids. Just wanted to bring you a video of a new tea that I got. It's an albino. They stay white their entire lives. The only thing that's different is its abdomen is black with a little ruby red, and the rest of it is white entirely. And if you believe that, I got some swampland in Florida to sell you. Actually guys, this is a Lasiodora difficilis number 4. It has molted. I got the molt on video, and it's fairly long. I have to edit out a lot of it because it was way too long. And I guess you'll just have to see. I've got a lot of pictures I'll put at the end. I had a little bet with myself to see which way it would flip, left or right, when it flipped over. I guess you'll have to wait till the end to see that. Alright? Well, it won't actually quite be near the end, so you'll have to watch it to see. Anyhow, there it is. Lasiodora difficilis. Okay, without further ado, on with the video. Hi guys, it's West Coast Arachnids. I was just checking my teas. I just finished doing a video like 2 minutes ago on Dozer that had just molted, and I was going through making sure all my other teas had water. I still have Dozer's cap out. Put that back up, and noticed I opened this guy up to check his water, make sure he's okay, and he's upside down and he's half out of his molt. You can see the top half there. I'm not sure how well you can see it. Try to get some more light on it. But, there's his book lungs, the 4 really bright dots, and right there, that little white part, that's his new face coming out of the molt. His fangs are out, and his legs are moving around. He's pulling himself out of the molt. Not sure how well you can see it, because every time I go to put the camera up there to take a look, it kind of covers the light. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and do a time-lapse photography with the other camera. I'm not sure even how to set it up on there, so I'm really not sure I'm going to catch it. It's already half out of its molt. And this is a Lasiodora difficilis. You can see there, this is number 4. This is one of the 2 replacements. I got a replacement, not a replacement, but I ended up one dying on me, and I wanted to get that replaced, so I got 2 more because I already had 2. I have 2 in the corner there, that one and that one. They're large ones, and these ones are getting larger as we speak. So okay, I have it kind of set up in a way that you can see it. Sort of. It's really hard to angle this camera down. Hang on, pull the leg out. That's about as best as I can get without flipping the thing over. The spider I'm talking about. He's coming right out of his molt. So I'm going to snap some pictures while I can. I'm not going to get this set up for time lapse, there's no way. I can snap some pictures of it. coming out of there. Wow, that is so cool. You just want to reach in there and help them, but that's a definite no-no. Once these guys start this cycle, you can't help them out of it. I've never seen anybody successfully, you know, unless it's just a leg stuck or something like that, or a piece of carapace stuck on it, successfully try and get them out of their molt if they get stuck. They have to get out on their own. It's part of the process. It's part of them filling up their bodies, pumping the juices around so that when they come out, they're actually working those juices and pushing the excess, or the skin, that the new skin, they actually plump it out and make it bigger as it comes out. Same with the butterfly. You try to help it out of there, and it can't. It has to pump up its wings after it's done. It takes hours. This is why it's essential that you hydrate your teas. They need that excess fluid to pump into their extremities once they're done molting, and that increases their size. And then once they harden up, that's their permanent size until they molt again. This is so cool. I wish that was a little clearer for you guys. I could pull it back, and it does get clearer as I go back, but it also gets a lot smaller. And you're quite a lot farther away. Let's see if I can't get you a little height, so that you can see in there a little better. I'm just going to raise this up, try not to disturb him too much. There we go. It's going to be a little lopsided, a little crooked maybe, but that's the best view I can get you. I wish I could have went live with this. That would have been cool. In the future, I do plan on doing some live presentations, molting and such. They're going to be basically spontaneous. So, like, I kind of have a, with the little Peak and Certes that's in heavy pre-molt right now that I just showed you a little bit back in the video, it's, you know, I've got an idea that that's going to molt within the next couple of days. That's the best I can do for live, you know, letting people know that, hey, we're going to have a molt. But, yeah, I can't guesstimate any sooner than that, really. It's just whenever the tea decides it's in the molt. Too bad they can't tell you. Very cool. I will put all these pictures at the end, as usual. Now, later on down the road, when I get a bit better video, which shouldn't be too long, I will be doing something a little different than throwing the videos at the end. I'm going to get some pretty good editing software, and I'll be doing a lot different videos at that point. But I will not reveal. It's a secret. This is so awesome. This video is going to run long, guys. I am not going to speed it up like everybody else does. If you want to watch it, watch it. If not, turn it off or go watch a movie. Spend some time with your loved ones. Spend some time thinking about them. If they're not with you. It just amazes me how flexible they are when they're coming out of their molt. And they're just like jello. I mean, it's completely white. It's so translucent. The abdomen has split and come off. I don't know if you can see it there really well. There's not a lot of light. I can try and lighten it up a bit. You can see on the side there, the lighter color to the left is the new abdomen, and the darker on the right is the old abdomen with the white spots. It's split it open, and its legs are kind of in the way. But the far left side, that's his new abdomen, and you can see the white. I mean, there's his fangs in clear view now. Those are his fangs at the top. His chelicera, and then the fangs go down. And they're completely white, and they're both there, which is excellent. Just moving them around now, pumping fluid into them, and then enlarging them. Enlarging them. Enlarging. I think I made up a new word. You can really see on the camera all the water splotches on all those enclosures. It's been really hot here, so I've been misting these guys every other day, and I mean it just dries out so fast in there, and they're sucking their water up like crazy. So you can hear the fan going in the background. That is nothing. I mean, normally there's 3 fans going. I'll turn them on so you can hear the difference. That's actually pretty nice. It's really muggy in here. Might leave that on for just a few minutes. Maybe not. It's actually kind of blowing towards the tea. They're kind of used to being in humid, so I'm going to leave that off. Let the humidity build up. The suffering I endure for my teas. This makes it all worth it. This is like watching a birth. It's an extreme miracle. I mean, how many critters actually do this is amazing. Can you imagine trying to climb out of your own body? And in the wild, it's completely helpless. Anything that comes along can just grab it up and eat it, or step on it. Can't get out of the way. It's almost completely free of its molt. And this time I really plan on catching this thing flip over. Watch, I'll run out of video space, and when I go to grab the other card, it'll flip. get it to focus straight down on it. I don't know if I got in your way there with the lens. Well, he's almost out. Sorry about that. I need to go and get a drink. Check the time. It's approximately 11:38 right now, p.m. West Coast time. That was a good one. Now, he's actually sitting on a web that he built over top of a hole. So there's absolutely nothing underneath him but his little den that he had. So he come out, completely covered his hole over with web, flipped upside down on it, and started the molt. He's molting with absolutely nothing underneath him except for his web. I wonder if I can shine light underneath. Gets to the bottom. You can see the light under there. Dang. Do not want to be bumping it. I can see underneath. That light goes straight through to the bottom. And he's giving it a final push here. I can see it's kind of neat. You can see the leg come out, and then the distance that it come out, you can see that the leg is a little bit wet, and then it kind of starts to dry up. Oh no, it's not wet, it's just part of the old carapace. Shiny piece of ligament. Look like moisture. Get a good picture there. You can see what I mean. The picture you see to the left of his fang. See a shiny piece at the end of the leg there. But it's just it's like ligament or cartilage or something. Just one of the, yeah. The carapace used to be connected to the body. And that is so cool. His opening and closing his fangs. And you can see in there, in between the fangs, I don't know how well you can see on there. I'm gonna snap some close together pictures. And I'll put them at the end. They'll look similar, but if you take a good look at them closely, you'll see the fangs opening and closing. This is 25 minutes now. So basically, this thing probably molted in less than an hour. I'm sure that the prep time was a lot longer than that. Time it took him to lay his web just right and flip over and then take the time to make sure everything's safe and then begin its molt. When I opened it up, he had just split his carapace off and was coming out, so yeah, probably half an hour ago. He's really starting to push now. Get that carapace out. Or not, the old molt, sorry, carapace. He should start pulling his legs out one by one. I think they're pretty much out now. He's just kind of, the tips are just kind of in there. See, now at this point, if I had to go in to help, I could probably get that off of his legs with minimal damage to the T, if any at all. But I'm not going to even try. Sorry if this is in the way. Just trying to get some really high def pics. I think that last one there is a good one for the thumbnail. Well, as you can see right now, it's just a octopus looking thing with fangs. Now you see, I wish I had that on a black background. That would be so cool. Huh. Very awesome. He's pretty much out now. Yeah, I don't think much of his legs are even left in there at all. Two front ones, if anything. Really long legs. You can't be a male. Well, just like I said, the the camera ran out of time or space, a card, so I had to run and get the other one. Fortunately, I already knew where it was. So anyway, I believe at the last, before the camera stopped, it had just gotten out of its molt. I was snapping some pictures and I looked over and the recording was done. So I'm pretty sure you guys seen that he just come out of the molt, and he's kind of pushed the molt off, and now he's just kind of pumping. And I pulled the molt out. There it is. Everything looks good. It doesn't look like he's lost any legs at all. It's a full molt there. It's too bad he's so small, or I'd be able to sex that molt. Let's snap some pictures of it. I haven't really been able to because I'm trying to get a new card in the camera. But he kind of looks stuck there. When he pushed the molt, he was pushing and pushing and pushing and pumping his legs out, and he's moved himself into a new spot. Well, not really a new spot, he's still in the same spot, but he kind of moved over to the left a little bit, if you can see. And that one leg is kind of stuck there, and I'm kind of concerned about it because he can't really pump into the leg. I mean, it's still moving. I'm just hoping that it'll flip over soon. I don't know if I should be even messing with it. I'd like to see that leg come out without touching it. I'm just going to try and move the substrate away. Sorry, little guy. I'm not touching the spider at all, but that's enough. I'm not going to bother it any more than that. It looks like it's free enough that if it wanted to, it can really pull that leg out. Come on, little guy. Pump, pump, pump. Those legs full of fluid. I want to see you grow. Well, the other leg on the other side's kind of bent in too, so I think it'll be alright. I just don't want it to have a deformity like the other one and then have trouble in its next molt. That's exactly why I took the hide out of here, out of this one. That's the Picancerides, is so that it would have plenty of room to lay down a web and molt. This one I pulled the hide when it built that little burrow. You can already see it darkening up. It's so cool. I'll have to upload these in 2 separate videos, but I'll put them together as one, which you will have already seen if you got to this point. There we go. It's a big stretch. You can almost see a spermatheces there, or furrow, sorry, epigastric furrow. If you look carefully between the top book lungs in these pictures, which there'll be quite a lot of them, there she's moving around. Okay, I had my hand in front of the flash. Alright, which way do you think it's going to flip? Left? Side? It's going to flip this way, or is it going to flip that way? Left or right? I think he's a righty. He, she. That leg's kind of trapped underneath there, so it might have to go left. We'll see. Come on, little fella, you gotta flip for us. If I fill up this card, that's it. I don't think I... Yeah, oh yeah, I do have another one, an 8 gig one, but it's too small. It's like he's digging in his mouth. His pedipalps are tucked in underneath his fangs. He's digging around. Okay, well, I used up that card. I put in a new one. I'm gonna video until he flips over, and I'm gonna cut out anything in between now and then, because he's really just laying on his back now. He's already molted. He's looking a lot grayer now. He's hardening up, so I don't think he's gonna get any bigger than he is now. But I don't want to miss him flipping over, so I'm going to continue the video on and just cut out the part in between so that this video is not running 2 hours long. I doubt anybody wants to sit and watch all of that. Okay. Talk to you in a few. Okay, well, I had to delete a bunch of footage to be able to film some more. I had it run for about half an hour and he didn't flip over. At the second I was just about ready to turn it on, he just flipped. And he flipped to the right, like I said he would. But I missed it on video. So there's that. So I've total of one tarantula on video flipping over out of I don't know how many that I've missed. And it's got to be some kind of phenomena, because I don't know how many videos I've watched of other people and they just can't get their tarantula to flip over on video. I've seen a couple, but not too many. I would like to see this guy walk around though, but I'm just going to let him be. So we're just going to, actually I'm just going to put the lid on so that the humidity stays in there. It's way too hot in here, and this video's run long enough. So there it is. Anyway, we got to see him molt, which was pretty cool. Okay, y'all take care. Have a great day, and bye for now.